What is going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. A week or two ago I did a video where I was going over characters we need to see in the MCU post Secret Wars, but I was doing a lot of fan casting for them, and I had a couple of X-Men, so I wanted to do a full X-Men fan cast for the ones that I could think of, and maybe talk about who we'll see on the team in the movies, when we'll see them. But first of all, these are the ones we have confirmed. We got Sadie Sink, Jean Grey. Yes, if you haven't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, she is Jean Grey. And it's crazy because you see these TikToks and these YouTube videos where they're like, oh, we're talking about the X-Men Fancast. Don't watch this if you've seen Spider-Man Brand New Day. Well, you just gave it away. What you like? She's Jean Grey. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. Samara Weaving's Emma Frost. Charles Melton is Beast, and Kaylee Spaney is Rogue. I think these are all great casting decisions. I did want to see Odessa Zion as Rogue. I believe that's how you say her name. I think she would have been perfect, but I think Kaylee Spaney is going to be great too. And I'm seeing that she really asked, she was really persistent in wanting this role, so that gives me a lot of faith and hope in her. But moving on to the ones that we don't know yet, we're going to talk about Cyclops. This is the leader of the X-Men fans. This is probably their favorite. There's a lot of discourse going on about who should play him. There's 4 or 5 actors that are really in the talk, but I think it should be Patrick Schwarzenegger or Cooper Hoffman. Look, Cooper Hoffman's a little chubby, alright? He's not fat. Everybody keeps calling him a fat ass. He's not fat. He's a little chubby. It's not even that crazy. But age-wise, he makes the most sense, and I feel like he probably have the best chemistry with Sadie. But I think Patrick is the best look for Cyclops. You can see you can see these two as Cyclops. It's a little funny they gave Cooper Hoffman abs, but he looks like a real life Cyclops. He looks, if Scott Summers was a real person, I think he'd look like Cooper Hoffman. Patrick, on the other hand, looks like the comic book brought to life. You know what I mean? But if you just take the character and bring him to life, I don't know. It feels like Cooper Hoffman is not a bad choice for that. I've seen a lot of rumors that Drew Starkey is the favorite. That's what that's an example of what he could look like. I just don't think he looks like Cyclops. And Nicholas Alexander Chavez, I believe his name is the guy on the left. I just don't I look at both of these pictures and I just don't see Cyclops. I think they could be great characters in the MCU or in the X-Men, but I just don't see them as Cyclops. Maybe a lot of you guys do. Maybe you see this picture and you're like, that is my Cyclops. That's just not the vibe I get. But moving on to the next one. Mystique, big character, and there's a big rumor going around about this one. Indy Navarrete, however you say her name. This is my pick, and I'm saying she's asking to play this character. She absolutely killed it in Obsession, and I think they need to lock her down for this role because Kevin Feige said they're looking to get younger actors, and I think this is a good opportunity to lock up a young up and coming actor. She just had her breakout role in Obsession. It just makes perfect sense to get her now while she's on that rise, push that movie forward. I think she'd look great. I think she'd kill it. Like I said, she killed it in Obsession. Definitely deserves some kind of award for that, but I think she'd be great as Mystique. Next up, we got Gambit, one of my favorite characters ever in any comic book. Easily my favorite X-Man. It kills me to say it because Austin Butler is just one of the sexiest men in the world. I'm a bit jealous, but I mean, just look at the guy. That's Gambit. He'd kill it. He killed it as Elvis, and I think we'd see a little bit of that incorporated into the Gambit character. Like I said, just look. He is Gambit. This is one of those times where it just feels like someone was born for a role. They got to get that done. I think it'll be a while before we see Gambit because we got our first MCU appearance of Gambit 2 or 3 movies ago. So I think they'll probably wait a little bit to give us someone new. Maybe the second X-Men movie or the third. Maybe he'll get his own movie this time. I'd love that, but I think Austin Butler's perfect. Moving on, we got Wolverine, the most popular of the X-Men. I've been saying this for years. It has to be Taron Egerton, however you say his name. This dude is perfect. He's a great actor. See, he got a little bit of the Wolverine beard coming in there. Just look, he just looks perfect for the role. Showed a lot of range in that, what's that, Blackbird. Dude's a phenomenal actor. We got to get him in here. If there's one pick on this list I need to see the most, it's Taron Egerton as Wolverine. Next up, we got Iceman. Obviously, my namesake. I went over this one in the video I was talking about at the open. I think Kit Connor's perfect. I think he looks like Bobby Drake. Again, Not just doing this because he's bisexual. I think he'd fit the role perfectly. But moving on, we got Storm. Marvel, if there's one character you have to get right, it is Storm. You know, people love Wolverine, people love Cyclops, but this is by far, in my opinion, the most loved X-Men, whatever you want to say. You got to get Storm right, and I think the most popular fan cast is the right choice. Jamie Lawson is Storm. We just got to get this done, man. She is Storm. Like, look at the picture. I haven't seen Sinners, but I've heard she gives a very powerful performance. And if you're going to play Storm on the big screen, it has to be powerful. Like, if you're going to play that character, the one word I want people using to describe your performance is powerful. So I'm cool with that. Like I said, I don't know a lot about her, but I think from what I'm hearing, that is the right choice. But if we're doing an X-Men movie, I think the most crucial to the story is going to be Xavier and Magneto. Obviously, they need to be older than the X-Men. And I got Ewan McGregor and Jason Isaacs. Two amazing actors that have already been a part of two big franchises. Probably the two biggest franchises that aren't Marvel. So they know what it's like to be a part of a franchise. Ewan McGregor already a part of the Disney family. And I know they like to, you know, keep their actors in there. I think it just makes sense. You see, they got the look. That's a little, he caught me off guard with the bald head. But they look good. They'd be great together. And neither one of them were the main characters of their franchises. But I think this is a good chance for them to come in and show like how great of actors they are in these two types of roles. I think they'd be perfect, but that's what I got for my X-Men, man. Let me know what you guys think. There's a lot of X-Men I didn't do, as you can see: Angel, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, Kitty Pryde, Colossus, Psylocke, and there's plenty more. So in the comments, I want you guys to tell me what X-Men I didn't include that you want to see, and like who you'd want to see cast as that X-Men. Because like I said, I wanted to include some of these people, but I just couldn't think of a good casting. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one.